On fight night, Silva came out calm and composed. He was locked in. Lieben came out wild as always, storming forward, chin high, looking for a firefight. But within seconds, Silva was landing jab-cross combos and pinpoint leg kicks. You could feel the vibe in the arena change. Lieben kept pushing forward. But Silva had surgical precision. He dropped Lieben with a sharp knee and right-hand combo. Lieben still got up. Silva didn't let him off the hook though. He pressed, unleashed a fury of strikes, and then landed one final knee to the face, finishing Lieben in 49 seconds. Silva's accuracy in the fight was 88%. 22 of 25 strikes landed. My boy was rocking that Modern Warfare 2 aimbot. The Spider humiliated him with surgical precision, instantly putting the middleweight division on notice. Dana White and the commentary team were blown away. Silva immediately got the title shot against Rich Franklin next because the performance was that convincing. And during his title shot against Franklin, he showed another one of his strengths: the clinch Grinch. Besides his Taekwondo black belt, Silva also holds black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under the Nogueira brothers, Judo, and Muay Thai. I know, right? The man's basically a one-man army. Once Silva locked up his opponents, they were stuck in a nightmare grip with nowhere to go, and their body took all the punishment. Silva loves to cook, and he said that if he wasn't a fighter, he'd probably be a chef. We'll never be served a steak by the Spider in a restaurant, but boy did he cook during clinches. Let me take you back to UFC 64. Anderson Silva versus Rich Franklin. Franklin had 22 wins, 17 finishes, and only one loss. The reigning middleweight champ was well-rounded, durable, and on a dominant 7-bout win streak. The division's golden boy. Rich Franklin was that dude in 2006, beloved by fans, due to his dominant striking and great cardio. He already had 2 title defenses and was being groomed as the long-term middleweight king. Well, until the clinch Grinch came to ruin his Christmas. At this point, Silva was new to the UFC. His only bout against Chris Lieben lasted 49 seconds. Most people assumed Franklin's well-rounded skill set, toughness, and championship grit would test Silva. This was his first title shot. The aura wasn't fully there yet. This was his opportunity to prove if he was really championship material or not. Most fans didn't expect the Spider to run through the well-rounded champ. During fight week, Franklin talked about using his clinch game and dirty boxing to wear Silva down. Spoiler alert, it didn't age well, but it was a standard blueprint against strikers. Silva was calm and quiet. He just told us to wait and see. On fight night, Franklin came in confident, but early in round 1, the warning signs were there. Silva closed distance, grabbed the thigh plum clinch, and repeatedly kneed the champ. Franklin had no answer. Every time he tried to break the clinch, Silva framed perfectly, relocked, and drilled knees straight into his body and head. Franklin's nose was obliterated. He was stunned after realizing he was in there with a different type of striker. 4 minutes into round 1, Silva landed a nuclear knee to the face that dropped Franklin. The referee stepped in, and it was the beginning of a new era in the middleweight division. The MMA community was stunned. Silva demolished Franklin in what was supposed to be his comfort zone, the clinch. That was the night everyone found out Silva's Muay Thai clinch game was on another level. Silva brutalized Franklin with surgical knees and snatched the belt in the first round. It was the beginning of a very long spiderweb. The jokester. Growing up, Anderson Silva loved WWE. He always wanted to be a pro wrestler. His dream was to face guys like Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, which explains his showmanship vein. The guy's goofball in the most complimentary way possible. He's released songs in Portuguese and posts videos of himself dancing. That's a big part of why Silva was so popular. The fact that he could be so nonchalant at times, even when the stakes were high. In true Brazilian fashion, he also grew up messing around with capoeira, a dance fighting art. You could see it peek out in his movement and playful feints. Need an example? Let me take you back to UFC 112. Anderson Silva versus Demian Maia. Maia had 12 wins, 8 finishes, and only 1 loss. The submission wizard was a human backpack with world-class jiu-jitsu. He was stepping in to test whether his technique was enough to beat striking royalty. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. In reality, Silva spent 25 minutes dancing, taunting, and mocking Maia, refusing to fully engage with him, but still easily winning. He made Maia look helpless and frustrated in a world title bout. It's mentally exhausting trying to figure Silva out. He turns bouts into mind games, and no matter how serious you are, he makes you look silly. What some people don't know is that the Spider was nearly fired because of this. Yes, during his title reign. After what some people called boring title defenses, including Thales Leites and this Demian Maia bout. Dana White publicly ripped Silva and threatened to cut him from the roster. Imagine the GOAT getting the boot from the UFC president mid-title reign because he was too cautious. Take a chill pill, Mr. Power Slap. Silva gave you the best of both worlds during his title reign. Sometimes you'd take a nap. Other times, his opponent's would. Which brings me to our next topic.